Study hard, you can be a doctor. Go study medicine. Study, study, study. Give up your whole life in school. Then you get to be a doctor. You can't even buy a motherfucking sports car.
Kill the boy and let the man be born.
Get back to work.
The doctor said you still have 14 broken bones.
Which means I have 192 non-broken.
The only place where success comes before work is in the dictionary.
You need 5 hobbies. 1 to make you money, 1 to keep you in shape, 1 to keep you creative, 1 to build your knowledge, 1 to evolve your mindset.
Wanted me to be fat and sad. And I said, no, I don't want to be those things. I don't want to be like the people you're telling me I should be like. I want to be a superhero. I want to drive Bugattis and Lamborghinis and be big and strong and be able to fight and have a bunch of money and a private jet and a yacht. I want to be Batman.
Stop complaining about the results you didn't get from the work you didn't put in. The only way to become more successful than most people is to be willing to do something most people aren't willing to do.
Every single man out here, if you're upset that your girl's leaving you, God is reminding you that you aren't worth shit. You need to get up and work so hard that even in the eyes of God, He is proud of you. God loves His creations, which show Him their true potential and beauty. By getting up and trying your absolute best and becoming a man of moral standing, He will reward you and bless you endlessly.
It's like when Kobe said, I was chasing perfection and excellence, even though I knew I would probably never catch it. But just the fact that I was willing to chase it, I would defeat most of my opponents because most of my opponents would never chase something that didn't have any guarantees attached to it.
The biggest lie that young people get told is that when you're 18, 19, 20, that's when you're supposed to be having all your fun. You're supposed to go out and party and do all the fun stuff. It's when you have the most freedom, it's when you don't have as much responsibility, so you should go out and you should have fun. That is bullshit. When you're young, that is when you can do the most. When you can work the hardest, sleep the least, and focus on as few things as possible.
You gotta keep working. Your time's gonna come. Trust me. You gotta work.
Just keep working. You're not getting what you want, keep working. You are getting what you want, keep working.
Turn your feelings off when it comes down to you wanting to be better.
Build yourself. Build a strong character that you can be proud of.
You have to want it. You have to want to be better.
You gotta want it as bad as you want to breathe.
You have to be willing to outwork everybody in the world. You mean God believe in us and you play with the shit?
I'm in a battle with the only person that I really want to fucking beat, and that's me.
Get back to fucking work. It's time to get back to work.
You don't want to be rich. You want to be powerful. That's what really is going to satisfy you in your soul. It's the power. It's not the, I can afford this, that. That's nice for a while. But really what makes you happy is there's 60 of these Bugattis on Earth. Everyone wants one. Who gets one? I do. Because you can't have one.
To air ball at the first street, jump in the Benz on the Benz like Segway. Coffee, top dash, check me. Got the gun, man, say hits in the box. Some of them, man, who's got one like them from Cali, I can't come fast. You want to back, mess on my top, but I don't cash, man, I don't cash, man, stop it, lost the way.
Dark secret about money that 99% of people don't even know about. Your whole life you're working a job and trading your time for money. But have you ever wondered, where does money come from? The fact is, banks can print as much money as they want. Actually, cash in the form of paper and coins makes up to only 3% of the money in circulation, while the other 97% is debt. Picture this. Imagine you get a loan to buy a car or a house. The bank gives you the money which didn't exist before. They created it by filling out some paperwork and shaking hands. So when you get a loan from the bank, you get money that's created out of thin air. Now here's why this is important. When the government needs money, they go to a central bank and get a loan just like you do. The central banks give them money that's being created out of thin air in exchange for government bonds. The newly created money floods into the system, so all the money that was in circulation previously, it's worth a little less, and that's called inflation. What? Why am I telling you this? Because while you're working hard and extra hours to make more money, the banks are printing money on demand, making your savings go down in value. Now, what can you do about it? If you don't want your cash to go up in flames because of inflation, focus on creating a secondary income stream. Number 53. If you buy a used car, you will pay the damage done by others. This message is not about cars.